Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to TCFL Central. This is episode 2, and we'll be covering weeks 4 through 6 of the preseason. And after we finish with the scheduled games, we'll go over stats and get the final statistics for the preseason. And then we'll go into a little bit of time discussing the regular season schedule for the head-to-head. So let's go ahead and get underway. As you see, here's the standings for weeks 1, 2, and 3 of the preseason. We'll go ahead and get to the schedule, and we'll get weeks 4, 5, and 6 underway. And there's one. So we'll exit this. Get over to them. And there's the actual standings for each of the 4 divisions and the statistics. And as you see the upcoming games here in this window, we have weeks 4, 5, and 6 to play, and that'll conclude the preseason. So let's go ahead and get underway. We're on week 4. Here's our 8 games. Let's go ahead and we'll be auto-playing each one. Take a quick look at the game stats and continue on. First game up is New York and Winnipeg. New York favored by 1. And we have a Winnipeg victory 44-17. Take a quick look at the box score. Just run it down. Of course, you realize this is a video you can stop at any time and take a look at the statistics. So there you go. That's the first game here in week 4. Winnipeg win 44-17. You notice they scored in all 4 quarters. Okay, next up on the schedule is Transylvania Akron. Line is even. Transylvania 2-1, Akron 1-2. Let's go ahead and quick play it. And there's the final. Akron defeats Transylvania 37-32. Take a quick look at the box score. And there you have Transylvania Akron, with Akron winning 37-32. Go on to game 3. That's Putnam County Auburndale. Putnam County 1-2. Auburndale 2-1. Putnam County is favored by 2. And let's go ahead and quick play the game. And it's the final. Auburndale upsets Putnam County 30-26. Auburndale now goes to 3-1. Putnam County 1-3. Let's take a quick look at the box score. And there you have the box score for Putnam County and Auburndale. Moving on to game 4, we have across is Greenville, another even line across 1 and 2. Greenville 0-3, looking for their first preseason win. And let's play the game, see what happens. And Greenville unfortunately loses game 4. The Cross wins 30-26. And here is the stats. And you can see the line score there. McCross 30, Greenville 26. Okay, moving on to game 5. We have Green at Nashville. Green's favored by 8 points. And 3-0. Nashville is 2-1. Seems like it should be an interesting game. Let's go ahead and get it going. And it's a Green with it. It looks like an easy victory over Nashville, 35-16. Green goes to 4-0. And take a quick look at the stats for the game. And there you have game 5 of week 4. Okay, going into game 6, we have Cleveland and Hazard County. Hazard County is favored by 7. Both teams are 1-2. Quick play it. And there's the final. Cleveland knocks off Hazard County 26-17. Cleveland goes to 2-2. Hazard drops to 1-3. Take a quick look at the box score. And there you have the box score. Cleveland and Hazard County final 26-17 Cleveland. Moving on to game 7, we have another undefeated team, Detroit 3-0. Playing the team is still looking for their first win, Sheridan. And we'll play it, and you can see Detroit's favored by 17. Sounds like this is hopeless for Sheridan, but let's give it a go. And Detroit wins on a very close game at 30-27. I mean, actually, Sheraton covered the spread, so for anybody wagering on Sheraton, they at least won the wager. Okay, Detroit 30, Sheraton 27. Detroit goes to 4-0. Sheraton 0-4. Let's see that box score. And there you go. Again, Detroit wins 30-27 over Sheraton, and we'll wrap up week 4 games with Front Street and Woodland, both at 1-2. Woodland's favored by 4, and we'll get the games started up. And it's a Front Street win, 34-17. Front Street now 2-2. Woodland drops to 1-3. There's the box score. And again, Front Street 34, Woodland 17, and that ends week 4 games. And take a look here at the standings. Now Nashville and Cleveland both 2-2. While Front Street, Division 1's got 3-way tie. Winnipeg leads Division 2. Akron and New York are tied Division 3 at 2-2. And Detroit and Green are both 4-0 in preseason in Division 4. Okay, let's move on to week 5. Okay, here's week 5 games of the preseason. First game is Transylvania at Sheraton. Transylvania 2-2. Sheraton still looking for their first win. Transylvania is only favored by 2. Maybe Sheraton has a chance in this one. And there we go. And we do. We get a Sheraton's first win of the season, 37-21. Take a quick look at the box score. And there you have it. Sheraton 37, Transylvania 21. Sheraton now goes to 4-1, Transylvania 2-3. Next up is Putnam County and Hazard County. Even on the line, and both teams are 1-3. Should be a very interesting game. And it was actually a very low-scoring game as Hazard County defeats Putnam County 16-6. Take a look at the box score. And there's the box score. Again, Putnam County 6, Hazard County 16. Okay, moving on to game 3, we have McCross and Nashville, both teams at 2-2. Another even line game. Let's go ahead and autoplay it. And we have McCross defeating Nashville 23-16. Take a look at the box score. And again, it was McCross 23, Nashville 16. 17. Lacrosse goes to 3-2. Nashville 2-3. Next up is New York at Woodland. New York 2-2. Woodland's 1-3. New York's favored by 3. And the final is New York 27, Woodland 3. New York goes to 3-2. Woodland 1-4. Take a look at the box score. Again, final New York 27, Woodland 3. Moving on, we have Winnipeg. It's 4-0 against Front Street. Winnipeg is favored by 6. Let's see if Winnipeg can keep their streak going here in preseason. And they don't. Front Street pulled a minor upset and knocks off Winnipeg 16-13. Winnipeg dropped to 4-1. Front Street is 3-2. Take a look at the box score. And we move on to the next game, which is, this is interesting. Greenville trying to look for their first win against Green, who is trying to keep their 4-0 season undefeated. Green's favored by 18, so let's roll them dice. And Green wins their 5th in a row, knock off Greenville. Greenville now 0-5. Green wins 40-24. Take a look at the old box score. And there you have it from Greenville 24, Green 40. Okay, next up is Auburndale at Cleveland. It's an even line. Auburndale 3-1, Cleveland 2-2. Go ahead and auto-play it. And Cleveland wins another 37-9 over Auburndale. Both teams now stand at 3-2. Take a quick look at the box score. And again, Auburndale 9, Cleveland 37. Okay, moving on to the last game of week 5 is Akron at Detroit. Detroit's the only other undefeated team at 4-0. They'll be Akron at 2-2. Detroit by 12. And if the Detroit win, they keep their undefeated status. Detroit wins 35-17 over Akron. Take a look at the statistics. And there you have the final. Akron 17, Detroit 35. That wraps up week 5. You take a look at the standings here in the division. Cleveland and Front Street are both 3-2. Winnipeg leads Division 2 now, 4-1. New York now leads Division 3 at 3-2. And Detroit and Green are both 5-0. And since they are in the different conference, they will not play each other in preseason because it's conference against conference. So, we have one more week to go. Just want to take a quick look at the statistics after 5 weeks. Still have Cook leading and rushing with 661. Passing, we have Teddy Bridgewater with Detroit at 125. Both of Detroit players. Alright, moving on to week 6. This final week of the preseason. We have Nashville and Transylvania. Both teams are 2-3. Transylvania is favored by 4. And Transylvania wins their last game 26-10 over Nashville. Take a look at the box score. And again, the final, Nashville 10, Transylvania 26. Transylvania ends their preseason at 3-3, Nashville 2-4. Moving on, we have Woodland and Putnam County. Both teams are 1-4. Putnam County is favored by 6. So go ahead and let the game run. And we have Putnam County winning 37-27. Putnam County in their preseason at 2-4. Woodland ends at 1-5. And there's your box score for the game. Again, Woodland 27, Putnam County 37. Okay, moving on to game 3, we have Sheraton at McCloth. McCloth's favored by 3. McCloth comes in 3-2. Sheraton 1-4. Autoplay. Final, McCloth crushes Sheraton 49-7. They end their preseason at 4-2. Sheraton 1-5. There's the box score. And again, the final, Sheraton 7, McCloth 49. Okay, moving on, we have Essex County 2-3 at New York 3-2. New York's favored by 8. On play it. And New York defeats Hazard County 41-7, almost the replay of the game before. And take a look at the box scores. And again, Hazard County 7, New York 41. And New York does end their preseason at 4-2. Hazard County ended 2-4. Okay, next up is Cleveland and Winnipeg. Cleveland's 3-2. Winnipeg's 4-1. Winnipeg is favored by 9. Final, Cleveland defeats Winnipeg 34-30. Both teams end the preseason at 4-2. And there's the box score of the game. Oh, what did we do there? Let's back this up and try again. There we go. I must have hit one of the buttons down there. Oh well. And let's see, team stats. Player stats. There we go. We'll get there eventually. Okay, there's the box score. Again, final, Cleveland 34, Winnipeg 30. Moving on to game 5, we have Detroit and Greenville. Detroit's 5-0. Greenville 0-5. Detroit's favored by 13. Let's see if Greenville can get a win in the preseason. And yes, the final game of the preseason, Greenville wins to salvage a 1-5 record in preseason. Detroit does lose their first game. Final, Greenville 34, Detroit 31. And there's the player stats for the game. And final again, Detroit 31, Greenville 34. Okay, moving on to game 6, we have Front Street at Urbandale. Both teams are 3-2. Front Street's favored by 2. Let's go ahead and auto play. And we have a Front Street win 16-6 over Urbandale. Front Street ends the season at 4-2. Urbandale preseason final record 3-3. Here you go. Here's the box score. Again, final, Front Street 16, Urbandale 6. Okay, this is the final game of the preseason. You have Green 5-0, Akron 2-3. Green trying to become the only team that was undefeated. They have to get by Akron. Green is favored by 6. Let's see. And Green going 6-0 with a 41-17 win over Akron. Take a look at the box score. And that's it for the preseason schedule. So back here's the final statistics and standings for the preseason. Division 1 Front Street and Cleveland end up 4-2. See Winnipeg and McCross in Division 2 also 4-2. Division 3 New York had a 4-2 record in Division 3, and Green, the only undefeated team in preseason, finishes at 6-0. See, Winnipeg and Green were highest scoring teams. Winnipeg 202, Green 201. In defense, we have Green also is the best in defense with 104, then Front Street 105, and New York 107. Okay, if we take a look at the final statistics, you see Mahomes had the best passing of 127.4. Cook for Detroit ran for 714 yards. Double what the number 2 running back was, and Armadale third with 349. Receiving, Frank Brown had 47 catches. Scoring, non-kickers, more 42s. Gay or Green, no, that's Greenville, I think. Or Green, that's Green Giants, yeah, that's 72. And you can see all the rest of the statistics. In the power ratings, it was Green, Detroit, New York, Winnipeg, and Front Street. Okay, so that's it for the preseason. We're going to wrap this episode up by going over the initial regular season schedule for the computer teams. They'll start October the 3rd. Normally on Tuesdays we'll play a game each week. So the computer PC side will have a game every Tuesday. We hope to have at least one game of the week, which will broadcast on YouTube. And then on the head-to-head side, they've developed a new system for their head-to-head schedule. Their season will start October 1st, and they have 6 weeks to play their first 3 games. That's week 1 through week 3. Those 3 games need to be finished by November 6th. Again, that gives them 6 weeks to play their head-to-head games. And the games not played will be played on November 14th, along with the PC side weekly games. The other thing that I'd like to mention about the head-to-head schedule is they can play ahead of schedule if they'd like. So if they'd like to play most of their games early on, that's fine. They can play ahead of schedule. You just need to also make sure that they finish their first 3 games within the first 6 weeks. And again, that would be finished by November 12th. Well, I think that's it from TCFL Central for episode 2 of the preseason. Again, episode 3, which will start the regular season, should be available. Let's take a quick look to make sure I'm not wrong. The first game in October will be October 3rd. Will be week 3, and we'll have again. I said it'll be episode 3. Hopefully, we'll highlight one of the games as the game of the week. So you'll see the replay of that game along with the quick play games of the rest of the games on the PC side. So I think that's it from TCFL Central is Gary signing off. Have a nice evening.